So in today's video, we're going to take a look at what's going to happen if the British Empire reunites in 2024. And this event is very unlikely to happen, but just for the sake of this video, we're going to assume that the British Empire comes back. And I don't know if I've colored in every single colony they had. And this is the map of the British Empire when they were at their peak. But yeah, let's get right into the video. But unfortunately for the British Empire, they'll have to start with a civil war. And we can see major uprisings in India who don't want to be colonized by the British again. Eventually, these rebellions take Delhi, and we can see another rebellion pop up in Pakistan, who also wants their own country. These rebellions work together to take their independence, and after some decisive military campaigns, we can see that the Indians, as well as the Pakistanis, have pushed out the British from India. And now we're going to see some borders which I don't know how to draw, but please don't mind. Yeah, this is probably the most hideous map I've ever seen, but sorry guys, I can't do better than that. Anyways, the British now have lost control over a very major country, but it's still not going to stop them from expanding. So the same case here, they're going to try to assimilate all of their provinces, and they're going to try to stabilize their country for the next 150 years. So yeah, after 150 years of stabilization, now the British Empire is finally ready to get into the wars. And they start off by declaring war on Rwanda and Burundi, who get absolutely devastated by the British army, and later on are annexed by the British Empire. The next invasion is going to take place in Mesopotamia, where now they have declared war on Syria and Lebanon. They take advantage of the already broken Syria, and they capture their capital city, which was Damascus. Same goes for Lebanon, and the remaining parts of Syria just surrender. And as a peace treaty, we can see that both these countries got completely annexed by the British Empire. And I forgot to mention one thing, that major alliances like NATO, CSTO, the EU, or the UN, they do not exist in my videos. So yeah, anyways, the British Empire is now going to declare war on Eritrea, Djibouti, and the remaining parts of Somalia. We can see that the British troops enter Eritrea and thus take the country within 2 weeks. Same goes for Djibouti. And unfortunately for Somalia, they're also not very strong. And after losing their capital city, they finally go ahead and surrender. And yeah, this kind of happened. But for right now, the British Empire is done in Africa, and now they're going to be focusing on South America. Here they declare war on Argentina because of the dispute over the Falkland Islands. And does Argentina stand a chance? No, they don't. And they get absolutely devastated by the British army. They lose all of their coastline as well as their major cities, and before they could even know it, Argentina lost all of their country to the British, and the remaining parts just go ahead and surrender. And yeah, another colony in South America. Guyana won't be lonely anymore. Now the British Empire would have been much more stronger if they still had India and Pakistan, but since they lost it, so we should not talk about it. Also, Bangladesh and Burma don't exist because the rebellion was mostly from India. So yeah, anyways, this is what they did so far. They have colonies all over the world, but they don't have any other country in Europe. And yeah, that's pretty much what they're going to be doing now. And as of now, they declare war on all these countries, which include Belgium, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Denmark, Norway, and then Iceland. Now, most of these countries are pretty weak, but even if they weren't weak, the British Empire is by far the strongest country in the world. So yeah, we can see a naval landing on the west coast of Belgium and Netherlands. Amsterdam as well as Brussels is taken, and the remaining parts just surrender. Same goes for Luxembourg. In Norway, we can see a naval landing made by the British Navy, in which they take Oslo and other major Norwegian cities, which makes Norway surrender. Same goes for Denmark. After losing their capital city, they also surrender. And Iceland just says we don't want to be in this war. And in a peace treaty, we can see that the British Empire entirely annexed all of these countries. And yeah, this is pretty much what they're doing now. But as of now, they have one final country to invade, and that country is Iran. Now this is just because the British want to have their hands on the massive oil fields of Iran. At first, we can see that the Iranians are pushing back the British, and the Iranians capture Baghdad, which is the regional capital, and they're making some significant gains in Syria too. But finally, the British army arrives, and they push back the Iranians. Now there are a lot of mountains here, but the British Empire slowly gets through these mountains. They're focusing on the coastline, and they successfully take it. And with that, the British army is now aiming to take Tehran, which was the capital of Iran, and now it's taken. And now after some decisive military campaigns, we can see that Iran finally goes ahead and surrenders. And even though the British are still very unstable, but they have completely annexed all of Iran. And this is what the British Empire looks in the end. They're probably going to collapse into a million pieces after this. But yeah, this is going to be it for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a comment, and tell me what you guys want to see in the future. and I'll make a video on fixing the European borders. So yeah, thank you for watching.